Hello and welcome back. It's time for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 days, where I am doing the intended purpose of this hardcover coffee table book by reading a page a day. And what goes better with coffee table books, coffee tables, coffee table talks? Great coffee. That's some good stuff. I got this book from one of my best friends about 2 decades ago, and it's been surfing my coffee table ever since. It's a great resource for history, of culture, and of something that I adore, just comic books. If you love comic books as much as I do, you have tuned into the right channel at the right place. We're talking comic books every day for the rest of the year. And today is March 20th. Oh, some awesome art in here today. Happy spring. Yeah, it's spring has sprung. It's there. And this is art by Jack Burnley. And this is from the cover of World's Finest Comics, number 11, from the fall of 1943. And before we get into this, I just here just I put gee, all right, that doesn't mess up my camera. All right, this is my grandpa, Joseph Patrick O'Sullivan. You're never too old to miss your grandparents. Yeah, so I guess, how do I shoot a video? I talk to my pa. I want to tell him all of the things that, just, I think he would be interested in. He just wants to hang out with me, and we're just having some tea. He likes Salada tea with an extra bag, nice and strong. Milk, not cream. Whole milk. Sugar, little cookies. It's an Irish thing. It's an English thing. Yeah, Pa had a victory garden because Pa was of this generation that would have read Golden Age comic books. He was a boy during World War II in Ireland. So he was closer to World War II than most people were. He didn't come over to the States until the early 1950s, when he was a young man. So Ireland had its own problems going on there. He immigrated to the States in the early 50s through Ellis Island. And he had a victory garden as far back as I can remember. A victory garden was about, we will win this war because we can provide for ourselves. The supply chains have been broken, so people needed to do things at home. And one of them was to have a small plot of soil and to grow certain just vegetables. So we always had fresh cucumbers, fresh lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and squash and zucchini as well. And that was a big part of growing up, was this animal husbandry. Like, he always had dogs, and he grew up on a farm, a literal farm. He was 13 of 15 children on a farm called Eighth Cara in Kerry, Ireland. And it's on the west side. It's in the southwest. I've never been to Ireland. Hopefully one day I can get out there and see the land of my peoples. And but yeah, so Pa always had a victory garden, and I just wanted to share that with you, since we're sharing stories in our group stories here. But okay, it's March 20th. Spring begins. Yeah, that's what that was all about. So it's a victory garden. So what we see here, we got Batman, we got Robin, and we got Superman. We can see Superman down here. How do we know that's Superman? Okay, well, the Southie boy in me wants to go, duh. Are you kidding me? But yeah, yes, that's Superman. We can see, it's probably more of him in the original cover. Remember, this is just an excerpt from the cover, but we can see his licensed spit curl. That's a patented trademark. Is that the Superman spit curl, which is in its own an S. You know, exactly, and the red cape at his shoulder. Sorry, Robin, don't point. You know, it ain't that kind of video, Robin. But plus, I love Robin. That's just like not an expression of my love to Robin. But yeah, so let's get into the blurb, okay? And this is art by Jack Burnley, once again from the cover of World's Finest Comics, number 11, fall of 1943. So America is now in World War II in the Japanese front. America will not join the European front until D-Day in 1944. We were involved in the Northern African and Italian fronts, but we didn't. Yeah, that's really interesting, huh? But yeah, so it's March 20th. Spring begins. It's not customary to view the urban vigilantes, Batman and Robin, as gentlemen farmers, but on this cover scene, they're performing a patriotic duty during World War II. Food shortages were a problem, and items like meat, coffee, and sugar were rationed. This is true. A government program urged average citizens to start victory gardens in their backyards, but not many of them were coffee plantations. Correct, yeah. So, yeah, Pa grew up like Superman, grew up on a farm and had farmers' values, and the value of getting up early, the value of hard work, the value of having to sacrifice, the value of having to cope with a bad yield. There are just so many authentically, genuinely great values and morals and ethics I got from my grandfather, the farmer. He grew up a farmer, and the just the values of farming. I mean, if we could just replace that as our lens, what would the farmer think? You know, I personally I need to plant trees that I know will never, I'll never see, I'll never be under their shade. I need to plant trees of whose shade I'll never rest under. Because that's not the point. The point is for the perpetuation. And yeah, the farmer. Yeah, I see, and the Victory Garden. I love this art. This art's really cool. I'm a huge Robin fan, especially the classic Robin look. I mean, that's the pixie boots and the shorts, and it was a great reveal in New Teen Titans, and like what we would call today a retcon, but I think it was its reveal that the red tunic with the R simply covered a traditional green trapeze artist onesie, so. And then there's Batman. Yeah, just this is the Silver Age. Sorry, this is the Golden Age. The Silver Age won't start until 1956 and last until 1970. See, this has been a learning experience. I like to talk a lot about the ages of comics, when they start, when they begin. What age are we in currently? What age did we just exit? What do we refer to it as? And Overstreet's price guides are, define Golden Age, Silver Age, and Bronze Age. So the Bronze Age, cringy, huh? Cheers. The Bronze Age begins in 1970, apparently, 70, and ends in 1985. So these are accepted terms. So what is the age from 1985 until 2000? Or is that an age? Our age is running 15 years. These are great conversations. I wish we were a part of it. And if you are part of this conversation, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm asking, what age are we in? What age did we just leave? I mean, I'm accepting, there is some kind of quantum age from 2000 to 2015, because in 2015, the narrative shifted, and publication, capital P, and not just comic books, I mean, wholesale everywhere, with the new emphasis on social justice, and that's been there's been there. I think there's a dividing point. I think we're in a brand new age from 2015. So, if the Bronze Age ends in 85, I think there's an age of heroes between 85 and 2000, and from 2000 to 2015, there's a renaissance. But about 2012, that's when Marvel started with all new, all different, and pushing legacy characters and replacement. Just replacing the Golden Age and Silver Age and Bronze Age characters. You know, with these concerns in mind, with the modern needs in mind, and it was used to be simple: tell superhero stories of adventure, of defeating evil, of maybe even having the chance of communicating highfalutin ideas, such as psychiatry, or even ecological impact, or even of being conservative with liberal friends, such as with Green Lantern and Green Arrow. There's comic books were once a wonderful place for that. And it's great to go back and check things out. So yeah, let's once again. I love original, like, Batman and Robin art. I love Robin of the Golden Age, Robin of the Silver Age, and Robin of the Bronze Age. And again, yeah, I'm asking. I need to do some. I need to RTFM. I need to read some more. Read the manual, RTFM, and find out some answers to my questions. But you know what? What are we going to do here in this channel? We're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern and find out who and what we're talking about then. And thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you could be so kind. And we talk about lots of things here. Pop culture, comic books, spirituality, and cooking. I make cooking videos. I have a playlist called What's Cooking. Tune in. I give you hacks for a restaurant level. I'm a professional chef, so I mean, I got it going on. I got beautiful, delicious, nutritious food, and you can make this food too. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless, and namaste, and good luck. See ya tomorrow.